All right, so I guess this is how the very first video in my new place is gonna look. I do apologize that everything's not set up yet, but I did want to answer some questions that you guys been bugging me on Twitter about the LG G6. And I put a tweet out just yesterday asking you guys, what do you guys want to know about the LG G6? I've had it for a week. It's been my daily driver, my only phone that I've been using. So I have a pretty good understanding about this device. Now, I will have to give this caveat that the LG G6 is still a beta product, so I am running into forced closes and things that are indicative of beta software and hardware. So this is not a review, but I am answering the questions that you guys have about the LG G6. Anyways, guys, I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja. Let's take a look. All right, guys, so the number one question people are asking me is about the battery life. Now, LG made some really big claims about battery life on the LG G6, and I'm not saying the battery life they're describing, and once I could attribute that maybe to beta software or maybe hardware again, but I'm saying about what I would see with my S7 or my Pixel XL, with the Pixel being a little bit better battery life than both of those two. Now, everyone's time is going to be different, but my time is comparable to what I'm seeing with other flagship devices. It seems like a lot of people have questions about the build quality. Now, on the G5, it definitely did have build quality issues, and I was not really silent about it. I didn't like the build quality. There was a lot of alignment issues and things like that. And so far with the G6 on the beta version that I have, that has been cleared up. The G6 is a great device in the hand. It feels good. I mean, the bezels are so small and you have such a large screen is that you're really pushing the limits on these phones as far as how much screen to body ratio you can really get. And I mean, the G6 feels amazing in the hand. Dare I say, feels like an iPhone because it's kind of more tall than wide as far as how it feels in the hand. But regardless, G6 is legit as far as build quality. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I've been using it. I haven't dropped it, but I have definitely been using it a lot. As a normal phone, I will toss it a little bit, onto a bed or something, and every time I pick it up, it just feels good and it feels solid. Now, since I did mention the build quality, I mentioned how big the screen is compared to the body. Someone is requesting I do next to the Pixel XL, so let's take a look. So next to the Pixel XL, it is a smaller phone, but has that larger screen, and it's just feels really nice in the hand, definitely. Now, there is something that I do have to knock it for. The back does have this material that does get fingerprints galore. I mean, within a half hour of having my phone, I had to wipe it down. And even now, even though I use a case on it, I am finding myself having to wipe it down all the time. So to alleviate that, you guys know what I'm gonna say, you pick up a dbrand skin, toss it on the back of it. That will alleviate all the scuffs, or throw a case on it, or like I do with most of my phones, I have both. At home, I keep the skin on, and when I go out, I put a case on. Now, another question someone had is that, does this phone lag? Does it have any sort of lag on the phone as far as going between applications, using the phone? And the answer is no. But with beta software, you do run into little hiccups like forced close and stuff. So I am seeing that, but I will chalk that up to beta software. And then when I get the final version and do a review, I'll let you guys know about that. But as of right now, the phone flies. It's very fast. The camera, you pop in the camera almost instantly, just like any other flagship phone these days. Just a really great, solid performing device. Everything I've done with it, as far as doing email, doing Twitter, bouncing between applications, listening to podcasts, playing some games, all that stuff, the phone runs great. No doubt about durability as far as how it'll perform over time. It seems like to be a very light OS too. It does have LG's newest software on there, which LG is kind of stepping back and getting out of the way, which I like stock software, but by no means it's stock, but it is less than it was before and the previous year of the LG UX. So I'm okay with it. Now, someone wants me to compare the camera to a different phone like the S7 or Pixel XL, and as of right now, I'm not going to fully do a comparison because the phone could get a software upgrade. But what I am seeing is that the LG G6 is bumping up highlights a little too much. Like, look at the selfie right here. My cheeks are like super on fire. They're like highlighted. a lot more so than it looked in real life. And also this picture right here, which by the way is an amazing picture. Picture looks really good, but look at the pants. There's a little highlights towards the pants that wasn't really present in the normal scene. So LG does have sort of issues with pushing up highlights, but that could be resolved with software. So a lot of people haven't really mentioned the display as far as the aspect ratio, and it kind of has these curved corners. Now, for me, it actually does not bother me at all. I know it may bother some of you guys, but after using the phone for a while, you really don't look at the corners and seeing how it's kind of curved. Now, what you are going to notice is that apps that use a full 16:9 ratio, something like YouTube, what you're going to see is that you're going to have black bars on the actual video. It's not going to be a full screen video, which for some people is a bummer. But what you can do, you can go into the software and you can make the applications you want scale to 16:9, so you won't have the black bar issue. But I'm only seeing it for applications I installed. The phone came with YouTube on there, so I don't have the option to remove the black bars, but hopefully with software update that can resolve that. But as of right now, watching YouTube videos, there are black bars at the towards the sides, which not the end of the world, but I'd rather not have the black bars on there. All right, those are your questions about the G6. I'm going to give you guys my 1 to 2 minute mini wrap up as far as my experience with it and things to look forward to when the phone comes out. So number one, in the hand, the phone feels amazing. Phone feels great. One of the better feeling phones that I've used in my hand. It has a similar thumbprint or similar body, in the hand to the iPhone. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It just feels good. It feels like a solid piece of metal in your hand, which is nice. It does have the one bottom shooter for speaker, but it sounds really good. It's super clear, but when you're gaming or anything like that, you are going to cover it up with your hand. That's the one bummer thing about it, but you do have the one shooter speaker and it does sound good. Fingerprint scanner on the back is very, very fast. I wouldn't say it's Huawei fast, but it's much faster than the Pixel. And also there is a button too. It doubles as a button, which is nice. It reminds me of the Honor 8. The Honor 8 had this button on the back, which was a power button, or if you held it down and went to the camera, you can like change what that button did on the back. I'm not seeing any tweaks as far as what the button does, but overall, it is nice to have that button on the back where you can turn the phone on and off and unlock in one smooth motion. Now, performance is really good. Now, I'm not a super duper heavy user on my phone, so everything I've been throwing at it has been working out just fine. I've been using Phoenix for Twitter, been playing a little bit of games, using Newton for mail, using Plex to watch video on. You guys know about Plex, but I use Plex and I watch video on that, and just the overall experience with the phone has been really good. Don't have any issues with that. It did come with a lot of software that I did not use, so I was able to disable that software and kind of remove it if I wanted to, but it does come with a little bit of bloat, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Now, another thing that I'm doing differently is that I'm keeping the stock UI launcher, even though I like to use Nova, and the reason behind that is that I just really want the whole interface, the whole experience to be what LG intended, just for the review purposes. When you do the UI with the app drawer, it pushes everything up and it gets really small. It looks really bad as far as scaling, but when you do it with no app drawer, I know it's Android, you gotta have an app drawer, but when you do it with no app drawer, the screen looks a lot better. I'm sure Nova will clean things up even more, but as of right now, I'm not installing Nova or anything else that modifies the way I use the phone. Anyways, guys, this is a much different type of video. This is me just hanging out with you. Welcome to the new dojo. We just out here chilling. I'm still getting everything set up. If you see behind the camera, it is junky, but we have some amazing stuff coming to you really soon. I don't know why I said we. I have some amazing stuff coming to you guys really soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So after the outro, I have something very special for you guys, something you guys been asking for a while. Let's check it out.
KTTN, say it again. Tell a friend that it's him again. Yo, real talk, opinions gon' be sharper than 4K. Scope squad, eat it up, simmer it, saute. Ninja got reviews and rants galore. You ain't never seen a channel like this before. No hashtag.
Okay guys, you've been asking for this for a very long time. So if you're a YouTuber with less than 5,000 subscribers, send me a 30-second clip. When I say 30 seconds, I mean 30 seconds. Send me a 30-second clip of you sell your YouTube channel to me. I'm doing a video called Unknown YouTubers. I'm not sure if you guys seen it before, but basically I'm making a video talking about the YouTubers who are unknown and going to introduce you guys to my audience. Send me a 30-second clip telling me who you are. If you're under 5,000 subs, email it to kevin@techninjaspeaks.com, subject unknown YouTubers. I'll be looking forward to your video and I will be pushing it out in about a month. I'll talk to you guys later.